Yasharala. Before we go into this lesson, we give all honor, all praises, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and teachers and leaders of the GMS camp who rule well. GMS being the great millstone that I've been currently edified under. And no, I'm not with them as yet, but I'm currently edified. I'm currently taking classes, basically watching their videos and learning from them. And I just going to make sure and reiterate what I've always said, being my elders are Abaniah and Mutazabat, because they help me to grow very well in this truth, and they're very, very educated people in the scriptures that was ordained by the Most High to do said task, right? So everybody have their calling. I just want to this lesson today is dealing with herbs, so I'm going to kind of reiterate some things, which you all probably would have seen a person call yesterday, during my live, and it was concerning lymphatic system, to be exact. They wanted something to cleanse the lymphatic system because of the complications that they was getting from it, right? So today is going to deal with lymphatic system. I know we did a lesson on this before, but this is going to be more short, more brief, with a bit more information to assist those who Jakes, to be exact, for number one, who have a short attention span, and number two, like wanting a quick relief, and number two, to properly cleanse the lymphatic system, which will then help your immune system to develop properly, right? So let me get into it. So, like I said, I'm making sure I'm doing this short and sweet. Now, normally, let me go into the herpeticide before we go into them, because the herpeticide also have a short explanation, which is why I like it so much. It gives us explanation as well. I know all you have to do is go lower down. I just like to use the other books because it's more edifying, to be exact. But let me give you an example. When you go into forget the M. Lymphatic, I would say disease or compromise, impair, and it doesn't matter. And let's go to disease, right? Aside from the side effects of them, when you go lower down, it gives the description, right? The causes, so on and so forth, right? Let me give you a nice example. From this side it says, right, the description: the inflammation and swelling of the lymph nodes and spleen and the liver, right? It's called Hodgkin's disease, right? It is a type of lymphoma, and when you go, I can't say the word, so when I say cancer, remember the K starts with a C. The K is actually a C. I'm just pronouncing it as a K, right? Because I don't want to get this thing blocked again. Cancer of the white blood cells or lymphocyte, right? It says the white blood cells are part of the immune system. They fight germs and infections. Hodgkin's disease affects all parts of the body which contains white blood cells, such as lymph nodes, spleens, right? Lymph nodes, spleen, liver. I said spleens like we have more than one. Liver, bone marrow, right? It is common in the chest and affects the nodes in a sequence, right? It says the cell's division occurs in a regular manner to generate new cells. If there is abnormal growth of cells in any part of the body, it causes cancer. You know where I'm coming from. In Hodgkin's disease, something goes wrong, right? And when it goes, says with the white blood cells, there is some mutation in the DNA of the cells. As a result, the cells divide in an uncontrolled manner, which is very dangerous, to be exact. But let me continue. It gives rise in Hodgkin's disease. It is more common in men as compared to women. Is easy to cure. So like, it says people with weak immune systems are at high risk of developing Hodgkin's disease, right? Now, it gives a little brief understanding, the causes, true genetic disorder, family history, weak immune system, which you know family history, that's an incorrect statement. But anyways, weak immune, weak immune system, hormonal imbalance, hormonal problems, like here, bacteria infection, and so on and so forth. So you all see the information here. Now, when you go, I just show you something. When you go into this one now, lymphatic, if I could get system impaired, or let's say impaired for the compromise after. Watch this, right? Now, this one would give you more of a brief understanding of what the lymphatic system will do. Because watch this, which is what we're going into now. So you see that difference, and I'm not just showing y'all for y'all to go in and look into it yourselves now. Because I want to teach y'all plenty of the diseases that affects your body that we usually may not know of and see it as a normal thing, right? Like plenty times you get a lymph node that is swollen more than one over a period of time. You had to take that look into that, change your diet, so on, so is the case, you understand, so on and so forth, and you would see a major improvement. So like go into this, one. Lymphatic system disorder is a disorder of the lymphatic system, which is exactly self-explanatory on the name. But anyways, lymphatic system is a network of thin-walled vessels, lymph nodes, and hollow tubes. It is an important part of the immune system and circulatory system. It carries protein-rich, colorless fluids, which is known as lymph. This fluid carries white blood cells, which fights against infections. The major functions of lymphatic system is to remove toxins, filter the lymph by the spleen and lymph nodes, and transport it back to the bloodstreams. Right? Base function. I would say major function, yes, but base understanding of the lymphatic system. You see what it does? So when you go lower down, it says, right, organs of the lymphatic system, which we went through in the other video with a little bit more information, but this and all would work, I guess, for a brief information. So you all stay tuned and listen. Lymph nodes are located in several points throughout the body, such as the neck, the armpits, the chest, and the abdomen, and the groin areas, right? The bacteria gets trapped in the bacteria gets trapped in the lymph nodes, which causes swelling in the lymph nodes. Then the white blood cells kills the bacteria, right? There. And spleen, right? Dealing with the spleen now. The spleen, it is located in the abdomen and filters the lymph and the blood. Thymus, which we read in more of a broad breakdown, it says it is located in the chest inside the rib cage, right? It also contains white blood cells, and filters the lymph and blood. Lymphatic vessels, right? These are thin-walled vessels which carries the colorless lymph, right? With understanding. If you're from following the videos, if you all have the understanding, you already know where this is coming to, right? There's the tubes, basically, that carries it out. Now, there's a reason why, which we read before. Now, if your immune system is compromised, that means your lymphatic system is compromised, because you're not getting the transport and the strength of the white blood cells to the bacteria to kill it. Therefore, you have to change what you're eating, because if what you're eating is causing the issue, you have to change it. As well as sometimes you'll have a overload of a full up colon, to be exact, or like I say, plenty stool in your bowels that is not moving. That also tends to stop the process, which is even worse, because not only may you get lymphatic cancer, but you could also get colon cancer off of that same substance, same understanding, right? So let's continue to it. Few lymph system disorders are given below. Now we already go into the Hodgkin's disease, the Hodgkin's lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, adenitis, right? Lymphadentis. Okay, never heard about that one before. We'll have to look into that after this video. High blood pressure, diabetes, osteoarthritis, obesity, swelling, Wait, I said diabetes. Shit. I pray in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, this video go up. Please let this video go up. Please let this video go up in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, I said that. Sugar. I meant to say sugar. I meant to say sugar, right? That word here is replaced. That word right here, right? The D word there is replaced with sugar from now on, right? Shucks. Shucks. Obesity, right? Swelling. Hypothyroidism. Hyperthyroidism now, right? Hypo and hyper. Boils. Skin disease. Varicose veins, right? Phalabitis, if that's how it's pronounced. So like inflammation, polycystic ovary syndrome. Oh yeah, how are you? Oh gosh, hey, them words, boy. Anyways, fibro, and you know there's a short of a term for it, but then there's anyways. Let me continue. Like not stray. Oh yes, fibrocystic mastopathy and uterine fibroids or fibroids, and it's endometriosis, which and we continue toxicity, and they get and when you go lower down it says lymphocytosis, which explains here when the white blood cells are formed in excess in the body, it is known as lymphocytosis, right? So the causes of these diseases is due to a bacterial or viral infection, impaired lymphatic system, or weak immune system, which goes along in the same. The two of them, not the bacterial, but the two of them. It says, if not treated properly, lymph system disorder may cause cancer or of lymphatic organs, which could be detrimental. And I mean, once you know, and even if you don't know if you're taking care of your body, then you won't have to worry about it, to be exact. Which is why I always say eat proper. I think I'm going to do a video showing you all why it is important to literally, you see the things when we say don't eat this, no sugars, no artificial sugars, no this, no peanut butter, none of them things. It's not because we follow a trend of health society and we just saying that for no reason. There's reasons behind it, which I'm going to do in a video, I believe, either tomorrow or Tuesday, right? So you all stay tuned and bear with me. So the common names which we see here dealing with everything, and then when they go lower down, it have more, right? So let's show you all watch and what here it says here, a combination of following herbs is beneficial for any or many of the above diseases, right? Even if you do not suffer from any disease, it is recommended that you take the combination for 15 days. And they actually give you a very good combination. For those who don't know what goggle or muckle, that in the Caribbean is known as muckle, right? Muckle, I think it's MYRRH, muckle, literally. It looks like a peach, though it's not that tasty. People would say tasty, not that tasty. You can find it. It's very rare to find, but you can find it in Trinidad. Muckle, very, 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 very good. Actually, one of the best for your lymphatic system. The Indian bay leaf, which is very good for your system. Cinnamon. These are things you could find literally in your groceries. Now, as for the first three, those you would have to order. Well, as I live in the Caribbean, I would have to order them. But as for others, you could use that. It says a single herb, castor oil for lymphatic system disorder. Rub the castor oil on the swollen area daily. Regular massage will help in size shrinkage, which is indeed correct. So you could even use a castor oil. Now you're getting the main, you see how short and sweet this list is, right? Now we're going and go into the nitty-gritties and more into the base understandings of things that you can get from herb stores, aside from having to order, getting it in like around your area, literally in your herb stores, because I have been using these that I'm going to bring out here and it has been working perfectly. So let's get into it, right? I had to do a video. I had to do as you seen, I'm making up a video to do the I think I passed it here. Right. To the polycystic ovaries. But let me go on to the main thing for now. Let me go into the herbs to be exact. I want to go into these few herbs that it has here so you can get some understanding. Now it looks like it repeated, but it doesn't matter. I'll just go into the ones that already I'll go into the ones that in read yet. The rhubarb root. I think I forget the blessed thistle. Hold on, let me get the blessed thistle. Alright, so let's take a nice little read. Firstly, let's go into the rhubarb root. Now, you know when you see intracellular cleansing, it's because it cleans the cell itself. That's why you see it there. That's why I'm going to list this one and the blessed thistle, which also says, when you go into it, intracellular cleansing. I'm going to list these two first as part of your product or as part of what you could make to assist and clean out your lymphatic system, your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your blood, your brain, your reproductive system, your bones. So let's get into this. When you go into the rhubarb root, it says, as you see right here, has when I go, let me go into the I'll bypass all these common names because rhubarb root is the easiest name to use, to be exact. So yeah, it says, right, has antioxidant, heavy metal, chelatin, anti-cancer, damn, I almost said it, and antibacterial properties. Rhubarb root is used to regulate the digestive tract, to treat digestive issues. Are we reading it correctly? In line, right? To treat digestive issues, correct, right? That includes diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, and acid reflux. Rhubarb root softens stool to ease bowel movements and reduces pain from hemorrhoids. Slovakia. And tears of the lining of the anus. Rhubarb root is used to treat kidney stones and kidney disease. It to chelate heavy metal, or let me just say it in proper terms, to remove heavy metals from your body. It says, right, concerning the rhubarb root, which you see in here, to remove acids and mucus and to intracellularly cleanse the cells. Right? Now we're going into the red clover, which is a direct, shown in bold writing, directly used for your lymphatic system. So let's go into it. It says, right, the red clover, anti-cancer, diuretic, expectorant, which is to what? Remove the excess mucus from your body. It's sedative and anti-inflammatory and, my gosh, these words. That one had tight tongue. I will definitely not be able to read after that. I could tell you that. Normally, when I get them tight tongue thing, it's just stop my brain. So let me just bypass that. You all see it here. Properties. Red clover is used for an estrogen properties to relieve menstrual symptoms. Red clover is used. Let me mention menopausal symptoms because every time I look back. Red clover is used as is a blood purifier, and is used to break up calcification in soft tissues, right? And to clean the lymphatic system of the lymph fluid waste. So now let's go further. It says hydrangea root. Guess what hydrangea root does? Let's go into it. The hydrangea root compound which dissolves calcium deposits in soft tissues and has been used traditionally to treat bladder, kidney disease, to dissolve kidney stone, and to clean the lymphatic system. Right there. So now let's go even further. I will go into this thing here just now, but let me go even further just to get some more understanding, right? Yellow duck. Yellow duck root, to be exact. Antioxidant, antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, analgesics, antipyretic properties. Yellow duck stimulates bile production, aiding in digestion of fat, and stimulates bowel movements to clear the digestive tracts. And when they go into it, it says yellow duck has been used in traditional medicine as a blood purifier and a liver and gallbladder cleanser, and to clean the lymphatic system. Now let's go into the last but not least, which we mentioned here to be what? The blessed thistle. Now we read on this already, but let's do it again, because it deals directly with intracellular cleansing. Let's go into it. Right? Aside from the benefits it does by what? When you go into blessed thistle, is high in iron and has been used in traditional medicines to increase circulation and oxygen delivery to the brain, to support brain function, and to support heart and lung function. Its beta phytonutrients are used to support liver and gallbladder functions and to stimulate upper digestive tract, to promote proper digestion and improve appetite. Blessed thistle has antifungal and antidiuretic properties and has been used in traditional medicines for its immunogogue properties that treats hormonal disorder that interferes with normal menstruation. Blessed thistle is used in also considered is also like a blessed thistle is also considered a galactagogue and has been used to increase and enrich milk flow in nursing mothers. Blessed thistle is also used to remove toxins. See that? Easy. Acids and mucus, and to assist in intracellular cleansing. Who is going to assist when you add rhubarb root and blessed thistle? Is going to assist the rhubarb root and assist your body in activating the intracellular cleansing detoxification into the body, to be exact, right? So I want to give you a nice little light onto this, because what I usually use by itself is the greater burdock root. It works like a charm. You get the powder, you get the root, you dry it, you grind them up, right, into powder form, and you put it in capsules, or you can buy the capsules separate in a herb store that you know that them just actually had the right thing and they put it in. Don't trust anybody, which is why I would say you better do it yourself. You take 3 capsules twice a day, or 2 capsules 3 times a day for the next 5 to 7 days. Try to do it intermittent fasting while doing so. Eat proper, and you would see major results. Them same lumps under your arm or swellings from the lymphatic system will begin to disappear. The nodes will begin to remove. The fevers you may get will disappear. The pains, the aches, the infections, gone. I have used this on way too many people, right? Way too many people for y'all to not know this by now. So that's why I'm making sure y'all get us Jakes that are in this truth. This is the tips to overcome many of your illness dealing with the lymphatic system, just to be exact, right? So now, as we have that understanding, now we could go on a nice little remedy. Now, what I would normally make as a drink would be your rhubarb root, your red clover, which is what you're seeing here, right? Your hydrangea root. I would add in hops as well once I get from the forest. But if I ain't go to get, I don't need to add it because these are already doing the job. For those who don't know what hops does, hop tends to break up infections and inflammation from the body, from the vessels, especially dealing with the reproductive system. You could even add chaparral to this. Chaparral tends to clean the blood like it's nothing, from the metals, from toxins. Sarsaparilla as well binds toxins. So, but I will give you what I would normally add, right? Your rhubarb root, nice. Your red clover, number 2. Your hydrangea root, number 3. Your burdock root, number 4. Your yellow dock root, number 5. Your blessed thistle, number 6. And the last but not least, which is what I always tend to add, would be the nettle leaf. That's 7. Now you can add an extra one, like I said. The hops. That's 8. And you hold off on that, or you could keep the 7, which I tell you. The nettle, 7. What you're doing is you're drawing it as if it's powder form. If it's root, you cut them up and you boil it for 5 to 10 minutes all together. If you want, you could add cascara sagrada to that combination, to make it a lot more potent and help allow it to clean your bowels. Because when your bowels and your colon is clean, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get a major ease in your overall movement and your overall body functions, right? Dealing with what? The lymphatic system, to be exact. Your liver, your kidneys, everything will have a major ease once your colon is clear. Once your gut is clean. Right? So you add the cascara sagrada, and yes, and the rhubarb would have if you can read it right here. If it's not here, laxative, and it have a laxative effect. If it's not here, I get on something else. Alright. Well, let me see if I get on this one. It does have a laxative effect, right? Yeah, let me go into this one. I think you're familiar with this particular thing here, so let me go into it. If I can't find it, it is what it is. But aside from the cascara sagrada, which you see here, normal laxative effects, like going to the rhubarb if they have it here. Guaco as well. Guaco does work very well for that bowel movements as well. But let me go into the cascara sagrada and the rhubarb root. Rhubarb root, great laxative effect, you see? So you could use them two together. It wouldn't make your shit like a pass out waste like a duck, as people just call, as we in Trinidad or the Caribbean just phrase things. But you will pass out plenty. Cascara sagrada will definitely make you, go off plenty, frequently, and plenty. And so with that understanding here, that's what you need. Now you draw that, you literally could make enough for a week. You drink that for a month while doing your intermittent fasting. Your body will begin to change. Over that month, you will no longer have to worry in your life, unless you messed up big time, about your lymphatic system being compromised anymore, or having any lymphatic diseases anymore, right? Just to reiterate and give you that understanding, okay? So I hope you have that understanding now. So dealing with the lymphatic system is not hard. It's considering even this gives you a nice little recipe you could go home and use, which we went down and get, right? And even castor oil you could use separate if you don't want to go through all that. But if you really want to not have to worry about the lymphatic system again, it's advised to use the products which is recommended, which I gave you, right? Of course, the reason why I did not use the this particular one, which when you go into, is because many of these herbs, actually all of them good, honestly speaking. The calendula is very good, the cleaver is very good, the burdock root, yes, definitely works. Red root, okay, no problem, works. Watercress works. Wild violet works as well, right? So these tend to work very good. But you want a proper cleanse, you could even include one of these to it if you want to. If you want a proper cleanse, then that would be the way to go, right? So again, this lesson was short and sweet. Hope you all have an understanding now. You could even go into the Lymphatic site and get, like I say, get some remedies as shown here to use for a fast approach for your illness. Or like I say, the fastest approach is you take the burdock root capsules. It works well, like 100% well. It has never not worked on somebody that I know. That's why I could tell you that. And I've seen it work within my own two eyes. 1 minute it's under the arm, the lymph node swollen. The next day it's not there. That is how fast it works. Capsules in the morning, capsules in the night, or capsules in the morning, midday, and night. Change your diet. Drink plenty of spring water, clean water. Eat your cucumbers, your lettuce, your onions. You eat your berries, you eat your fruits, your watermelon, so on and so on. Once a day. All that once a day. You drink your herb tea on the day and the night, whatever you choose, ginger, whatever the case is. Bay leaf, basil, whatever. Once it's not acidic, and once it's not milk, once it's not sugar, once it's not them thing. Straight herbs. And you allow your body to heal itself because Yahweh had created it for that particular purpose. These herbs that he has created holds immense values to cleanse and restore the nutrients required for your body to heal, right? So let we go now into the book. Let go into the scriptures. Because for those who like to reject this truth, it's plain as day and in your face. Which is why when I read this, I have confidence, more and more confidence in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that when I go out there to heal or to help somebody, they get the results that is needed for them to have, right? As long as Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai ordains, that is one of the main reasons why I can surely trust in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And if he had not given me that faith to reach this far, then I would have been doomed like everybody else, to be exact. So let's go into it. And the Most High had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right? So right now, as you get this video, now is not the time to look back and be like, well, you know what? I don't need that to know. I good. You know why? Because just now, as we see the lockdowns coming in again, that they're trying to re-implement, to be exact, the radiation that they plan to put on us is going to be compromising our lymphatic system, our lungs, our kidneys, our livers, all organs in our bodies. That's why I'm doing this. So that you could secure yourselves, even in that time. You can get some blood rock and CMOS, even at that time, to what? To safeguard your organs through your thyroid gland. That high amount of potassium and potassium iodine is going to help you, literally. Combat that radiation, that harsh radiation that probably will be burning your skin at that time. That is the reason why. And for those who see what's coming to, you already know, come on. Like the amount of times my elders had posted these things that is going to come, is going to take place. They did lesson upon lesson about this. Not just the MOTB, but events that's going to take place. Like, come on. So let's go into this, right? Because the purpose for that is to what? To preserve your life. I've done this multiple times. This is me repeating myself, just to be exact, right? So it says, then give place to the physician, for the Most High had created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. It says there is a time when in their hand there is good success, right? And I would say this now reached that point where Yahweh has refined me very well into the herbs and is refining me into the scriptures, but more or less dealing with the herbs, that people have been constantly seeing good results, where they have even sent pictures of medical reports showing that what they recently had on their brief history report is no longer there. So I always have to give honor and glory and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because if he had not stepped into my life, I wouldn't have reached this far. That is the truth. So let's go into this. It says, For they shall also pray unto the Most High, that he would prosper that which they give for ease and for remedy to prolong life. Let me make sure this thing recorded. Good. And it says, he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician. Case dismissed. So I urge you all to not reject this knowledge, right? Because when they go into Hosea, right, just base understanding of the scriptures that you all probably already know are going to 4 and 6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Saying thou hast forgotten thy laws of the Most High, I will also forget thy children. And this all is basically dealing with the children of Israel, to be exact, which we call ourselves Yasharala, or Israelites, Hebrew Israelites to be exact, right? This is for y'all. I'm not doing this video for nobody else, right? So y'all take notes, take some understanding, and let's get this thing going. Let me make sure we're ready and prepared, because we supposed to be we are still, how to put it, sharpening our swords. We are still rehearsing the righteous acts. We are still refining ourselves in the scriptures, that we would see that we will, how to put it, be granted mercy in the times to come, to be exact, and grace, to be exact, right? So this knowledge that is passed on to y'all, I would say this, according to scriptures, as it is written, Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And the times, I keep saying times, it have no th, in times, right? And strength of salvation, and the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So right now, in this time, we ought to know, or we ought to be sharpening ourselves in the scriptures, right? Growing our faith in Yahweh by praying and asking for that development of faith in him. And we continue that, the Ruach will continue to dwell with us, that we understand the scriptures. And yeah, as we continue in that part, also dealing with what? Our health. Keeping the temple proper, clear, clean. You understand? So, yeah, I hope this concludes the lesson, to be exact. I hope y'all were edified. I hope this is understanding and this is easy for y'all to get and to reach out to. So yeah, I mean, before we go, I mean, I was going to show you all the actual list of these herbs, but there's a small one here. But when you go into lymphatic diseases, which is what I'm going into, because I see base one that is carried, that's go down into the canker, to be exact. Sweet wormwood is the first one. Sweet wormwood, who knows? Super effective against that. Wormwood. When you go further, chaparral, which is what I called, right? I'm gonna list everything that I called here. The chaparral, which I told you could use. Yellow duck, the red clover, it's here. Even echinacea is as well, even though we do really use Angola, so we do really use that, but it's there. It's there to use. Now, you may not see burdock root here, but it is indeed very beneficial because it works. I have seen it work with my own two eyes, right? So I hope this concludes the lesson. And again, Shalom Yasharala, Gal Hala Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Bahasham Kakadash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and teachers and leaders who rule well of the GMS camp, and known as Great Millstone. That I have been currently edified under. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to my elders, and I hope those who are looking into these videos, Jakes, the Asherala, I hope this is indeed edifying unto you. So shalom.